Lonsdor fob was programmed last time, but it doesn't work on full proximity. The key fob worked one time and never worked again. This Lonsdor fob, instead of being programmed with Lonsdor, was actually programmed with Key Tool Plus. So I am suspecting that is the reason why this fob is not fully working, because Lonsdor fobs have been reliable for JLR. However, I'm going to take that fob out of the vehicle. I'm just going to show that this fob can only start from the sensing area. So the vehicle is started. All right, I'm going to shut it off. And again, try the key fob, and it's not working. I have two new fobs today. Those are OEM refurbished. They show locked. So we're gonna find out if ID49 for Range Rover can be reused. I'm gonna take this fob out of the vehicle and program all keys lost with Lonsdor. Quick heads up while the device is powering up. If you are a tech or somebody working on their own thing and you try to program it and then the programmer says speed too low, it means that you are using the wrong menu. You have to use Land Rover 2015 to 2018. You must use Land Rover 2015 to 2018. I learned this the hard way because I went into emo programming. As you can see here, the voltage is 13.16. I'm using my voltage stabilizer. I raised it at 14. That's what we get here in the vehicle. It would tend to go up maybe. I'm gonna click on Land Rover. Actually, this is Land Rover right there. Select by vehicle. So last time I was clicking here all the time. This is a 2015 made in January instead of clicking here 15 to 18. The idea in my mind is 2015 to 18 must be manufactured in June 2015. I was making a mistake and it was never working. So today we're not going to program with Lonsdor keys, but we're going to try to program OEM Refurbished. I did scan this OEM Refurbished and they show as locked. So I am going to click on read and clone and put one of the keys here so we can get the ID. It shows locked. The status is locked at PCF 7953 4522 DA34 49 chips that we know. And I am going to input the second key fob and I'm going to click on identify. Just pay attention to the specific ID is 6C5BBA34. It also says locked and it's an ID 49. This fob match the FCC ID of this vehicle, so we're gonna try to program them. I don't need this anymore. I'm gonna put this on the side and I'm gonna start with this. All right, so I have my internet on. I'm going to click from vehicle and I'm going to click then Land Rover 15 to 18 program smart key 1000 type 4 via OBD. Right key via OBD. Identify smart key. I'm just gonna do right key via OBD. This function can program the key. You don't have to dismantle. It supports add key and all keys lost operation. We are going to do all keys lost. All keys lost operation will delete the program keys. The unlocked working keys can be reprogrammed on current vehicle. For the locked key to work, please make sure the key can be unlocked before programming. Otherwise, it will be deleted. New key to be programmed only support JLR aftermarket key. Whose key ID can be modified. Anyway, so maybe what I'm going to do is take the first key, add one of these keys, and then use the key that is programmed to program the second one. So let me go ahead and grab the other key that I put outside. Okay, I'm just gonna go ahead and do all keys lost. And so I'm gonna click on OK. It identifies the software. Do you have a working key? So I'm going to say no, even if I do. If yes, click OK. If no, I'm just going to click on cancel. All keys lost operation will delete all the program keys and the unlocked keys. Working keys can be reprogrammed on the current vehicle. Okay, you must select a position with key ID to generate a working key. Okay, so I'm going to put it here. Let me see if I can choose number 3, number 4. It shows all the positions. So I can choose number 3, for example. I'm going to keep it in there and click on generate key. Okay. The selected position doesn't have a key ID or valid. You cannot generate a working key there. Okay, so we are going to generate what is already over there. This, for example, number 1, and click on that. Please place the key to be generated into this device slot, which is already done. Click on that. JLR aftermarket key whose ID can be modified or unlocked, programmed, dealer key from car manufacturer. So this is the OEM refurbished. So it should be this. And I'm going to click on that. Cannot read the initial SK. Please confirm whether the key is locked. And yes, the key is locked. So it's not going to work because that key is locked. I'm going to try again on another position, for example, and I'm going to do generate working key. Okay, JLR aftermarket key whose ID can be modified. That's not the case. This is an OEM refurbished, so I'm going to click on that and click here. It cannot do it. Okay, I'm gonna give another chance to this key. Apparently you cannot reprogram them. You have to unlock them first. I'm going to click on OK, and this time I'm going to pick the first option, JLR aftermarket key whose ID can be modified. Click on OK. it cannot read. Okay, so this confirms that these keys cannot be reprogrammed unless they are unlocked first. And so this is not going to work for this. I'm going to put this back. I'm going to return them. So I'm going to do the all keys loss with the Lonsdor key. I have a second Lonsdor key. They can change ID, so those should be able to work. I'll be right back. So here's the second Lonsdor key in the back. And here I have an OEM key that I purchased on eBay long time ago. I say maybe 3 years or 2 years. And I did clear it using the X-Horse Renew tool. It has a cradle for Land Rover. So I put the PCB in it and cleared it and checked on Keytool Max and it said unlocked. And I checked on KD Max and it said unlocked. But I was never able to reprogram this. When I check by clicking on edit, it doesn't show that there's any residual value on it. So I'm not quite sure why it wasn't working, but I'm going to try to program this first as an all keys loss and then one of the Lonsdors. If not, I'm just going to do the two Lonsdors, okay? We're going to check ID on this and confirm that it still says unlock, automatic detection. Okay, as you can see over there, it says unlock. Okay, 49 chip and with this ID iTag Pro. So let's try this first and then we'll see if it works with the all keys loss. Okay, click on OK and we are going to use the first position again. I'm going to put this in the slot and I'm going to click on generate working key. It is already in. Unlock program. It can also not read it. So that would say that X-Horse can clear it and it can show unlock, but it's not going to work. So the last two options that I have is two Lonsdor keys, okay? Two Lonsdor keys. First one is the one that arrived today. Second one is the one that was programmed, but could only start from the induction coil. And probably because Keytool Max did it and it wasn't Lonsdor that did it. So let's go ahead and do this. And let's see what it says now. The key is in there. JLR aftermarket key whose ID can be modified. Unlocked program dealer key. I'm going to use first option. So this is working. As you can see, generated successfully. If the vehicle is in alarm state, which is not, please press the remote to unlock the button. Cancel the alarm. To generate more keys, please click on OK to continue. So since this is an all keys loss, we need two keys. I'm going to use this second Lonsdor key, which was actually the first one programmed. I'm going to click on OK. I'm going to choose the first position this time. Click on generate. Click on OK. And click on OK again. Okay, so those two are programs, and these are the ID that they have: 73C8AE34, and the second one ends up with AF34. So now what I am eager to try is to find out if keyless entry works. I'm going to say cancel because I don't want to generate anything else. And let's try to start the vehicle. And it does not work. Let me try the keyless entry. It worked once. It worked only once. See, there's a delay. This works all the time. There's a delay when you press the button and when it works. Okay, so let's see if it will start. I still don't like that delay. I'm gonna try this a couple of times to make sure it works 100% before I let the customer have this. Otherwise, I'm gonna find out if the KVM needs to be removed, and if so, I'm going to perform this procedure with ACDP. I've done it on bench before. I've got a lot of module before I take on a job. I always practice home if I've never worked on the vehicle, and so I've done it several times on bench, and it's pretty easy. A KVM just need to be removed, but again, I want to try turn it off and try to start it. Depress brake pedal, hold to the start, and it starts. So what I'm going to do now is I am going to remove this key, start with this, and then remove this key and start with this, and make sure that everything works like it should. If one tends to have a lag or a delay, then I'm not going to give that to the customer. I'm just gonna have to schedule them for another, programming session, just to make sure that everything works 100%.